One of the most powerful stories that Neville Goddard has is the "Isn't it wonderful" story. So the woman who was in her 50s, she had no money, no job. She couldn't pay her rent. It was coming to a time where she wasn't going to be able to afford anything. She didn't even have the car or the clothes to go on an interview. And she had heard Neville in one of his lectures talk about the technique, saying in her mind, "Isn't it wonderful?" And she would feel the feeling of, "Isn't it wonderful? Something wonderful is happening now. Isn't it wonderful? Something wonderful, something marvelous is happening now." Okay, so that's what she was affirming before she went to bed. What happened? A friend of hers met another friend, and they brought her up. They started talking about this woman. Next thing you know, the woman started receiving enough to cover all of her expenses every month. Enough to cover everything. That guy was an old friend she knew from like years ago, was very wealthy, and just made a decision he wanted to give her money every month. And she got money every month for the rest of her life. My point of that story is, there was no way that she knew that this person that wasn't even a good friend of hers, that she hasn't spoken to in years, just decided he was going to give her money every month to take care of all of her needs. We don't need to know the how, because you just keep affirming. What would imply, right? Your goal is wish fulfilled. Okay, people like, what does wish fulfilled mean? Wish fulfilled means, what would it feel like if you already have this desire, right? It's the fulfillment, having fulfillment of the desire. Wish fulfilled, fulfillment of the desire. So if you have the desire, how would you feel? So practice that as you go to sleep at night. Practice feeling, what would it feel like if all my problems were solved? Isn't it wonderful? All my problems are solved. Isn't it wonderful? Money is coming to me. You can even, say things to yourself like, money is coming to me and I have no idea how.